What's good, everybody? Welcome back, man. It's another episode of the ITUTv podcast. We're gonna here with Mike France, our economic specialist, the guy. Good to see you again, Mike. How you been?
Good. It's another beautiful Monday evening. Nice day, nice evening.
Oh, most definitely,
Cool,
bro. It's
just as
cold out
humid
here,
right
though.
now. Oh,
I
it
don't know
is,
about
bro.
AZ, but the country is freezing.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. It's Arizona cold. It's not cold cold. I'm still rocking shorts, but
Oh, well, that must be nice because
it is.
it's cold as hell out here, bro.
No snow,
Um,
so always good.
Yeah, we didn't get any of that because I'm in Washington now, so we got more ice than anything. Um, but dude, it's 20, like 20-degree nights. Woke up, the car's frost over. Dog, it's so freaking cold.
Yeah, we don't have that yet, thank God. I mean, I
Cool,
think I
cool.
think I saw 28 one morning, but then a couple hours later it was like 40.
Back in the 60s.
Yep. You know.
I used to miss those days, man. It'd be like mid of the winter and like 70 at 7 in the morning. I'm like, this is nice. This is nice.
Mhm. Yep.
But shoot, we could be coming that way. I want to say maybe next couple of weeks. I'll be in like Albuquerque, so I'm only be like 6 hours from y'all.
Oh, nice, nice.
So
Get back down
we'll
to the
be,
south.
yeah, yeah, we'll be making some trips out to see you for sure.
Nice.
Word. But hey guys, look, everybody joining in, everybody tuning in, fantastic. I appreciate you guys coming through. If you're on the YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things, share. We want to get a lot of good information out to you guys. A lot has already happened with this 2025 year. Trump's in the seat now. AI is making a big impact. He's making huge push towards the AI and crypto world. Even just today, things was wild. So we're gonna get into everything um, for the most part, that's really impacting the market, things that are to be foreseen, coming up over the next couple of months. We know ISO has this thing going on in March 10th, I believe it is. ISO 222 will be popping, so that'll be awesome for the crypto market. But let's get into it, man. Mike, what's happening, with now that Trump's in, right? Trump's in, a lot is changing. What you got for us?
Well, kind of crazy, interesting. You mentioned the AI portion, bro. To see what happened in the market today.
Yes, as soon as DeepSeek came out
Yep.
and basically showcased that they don't take as much as they're putting into as far as NVIDIA, as far as OpenAI is putting into making that happen, they did it with a whole lot less.
Well, and I don't want to sound bad here, but let's be honest, man. What does China always do? Produce more at a lower cost. You
That's
know,
it.
so
That's
find
it.
ways. So that's the unfortunate side when you're talking about some of these companies to actually produce on U.S. soil, like when we talked about the tariffs and everything. Like if whatever is going to be produced on this soil here as a company, those costs are going to be more anyway, right?
Right.
So that's the
Right.
whole reason why it builds a strong economy when you're producing locally. But when you can produce more in volume, you can meet more of the demand, right?
hmm
So
hmm
that's the thin line between love and hate, so to say. What do you want to do? Do you want to produce more to get people paid more because it's going to be a little more expensive? It's going to keep money circulating here, or do you
hmm
want to buy a massive amount of volume, outsource something, and then tax the hell out of it on the way in, right?
Right.
So I I can't call it. There's going to be pros and cons to either way, but Donald Trump's way here is to produce on these soils, get these companies to come here, do this, pay these
Yeah.
people, give them jobs, right? That
Yeah.
produces a very stable economy.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of seeing it right now where, the first thing's happening, like we're sitting here talking about just before we um, started recording, the whole ICE raids and whatnot, and these things that are going on. Like, it's not just about jobs and resources. We've seen,
Right.
depends on what you believe in regarding what you see on mainstream media, but apparently a lot of these kids that have been missing have been found. So there's double and triple reasons as to why these things are happening to clean up the economy in general.
Right. It's going to be a double-edged sword. We've always talked about, especially for you that things need to be broken to be fixed,
Mhm.
you know. So we're seeing a lot of that happen. And as far as, you know, closing off the borders, there's a lot of stuff happening besides, come over here and do what's right. There's a lot of families, there's a lot of people that have, misguided agendas when coming over here. So we need to get a hold of the drugs that are coming into the country. We need to get a hold of people doing, illegal things. But then, like we talked about before the call, when it comes to business, they come over here and they start under the table businesses that end up edging out legitimate businesses because they can't even charge the same prices. They can't compete in that realm. These guys can come over here and do things for the low, and then it turns out to be a problem for people who are legitimately trying to make business happen.
Mhm. Yep,
So
100%. I mean, it doesn't really matter what scale you put it on. I can compare the real life political side to my food truck side, the food truck side to any type of a business because the competition is what the competition is, period. Right? And as a human being, we are in competition with each other. When you're going for a job interview, right? You're competing against other individuals, right? When you're
mhm,
going for a
mhm,
promotion, you're competing against other individuals. When you're
yeah,
whatever it is, it doesn't matter. There's competition every single day, and that's the whole thing.
almost definitely.
I think that's what makes us, an interesting uh, specimen is how do we adapt to that, right? Can we work
Right,
together, or do we
right.
have to be able to divide and kill each other to be able to succeed? Like, which side are you going to be on? You know what I mean? It's
Exactly. Yeah, it's a thin line. And then I wanted to get your take too on with everything happened with the DEI, right? Trump's making big changes as far as DEI, I think in just the federal level at this point in time. I don't think so in the private sector.
I have something truly special to share with you today. Have you ever dreamt of financial success and didn't know where to start? Look no further than Independent Trading University. At ITU, we offer a diverse range of courses, from Forex basics to advanced technicals, along with comprehensive fundamentals education, mindset coaching, health and wellness guidance, plus stock and crypto trading strategies. That's right. Everything you need for a well-rounded trading journey, all in one place. Our mission is clear, helping you make extra income by learning the art of trading. Join us today at solo.to/independent-trading and take advantage of an exclusive pre-sale. $50 for undergrad students looking to trade part-time, and just $75 for career traders ready to dive in full-time. With ITU, you'll master the art of making consistent income from the markets. This is your chance to start building a brighter financial future. Are you ready to transform your trading game and take control of your financial future? Look no further than Independent Trading University, your one-stop destination for comprehensive Forex education and so much more. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, we've got you covered. We believe in a holistic approach to trading success. Gain a deep understanding of market fundamentals, master your mindset, and prioritize your well-being. We're here to support your growth every step of the way. And let's not forget about stocks and crypto. Discover exciting opportunities and learn strategies to make extra income. The best part? We're running a limited time pre-sale for new students. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to gain the skills, knowledge, and support you need to succeed. Ready to make connections with your financial future? Visit our website at solo.to/independent-trading to secure your spot in our pre-sale today. Independent Trading University, where trading dreams become reality. It's time to start your journey to financial freedom. Don't wait. Visit solo.to/independent-trading now.
all right. So this is. I don't want this. I don't want anything to be taken out of context here, right? But I always feel like, you know, when you're working hard towards something, you're going to get something that you deserve, right? And I'm all for accountability. Accountability is the number one thing that I look into every individual.
Mhm.
And it pains me to see some people that are extremely deserving getting jobs and whatnot just because there has to be skin color type, job fulfillment. I think that's unfair on multiple levels. Like, in my eyes, in general, that's a racist thing to do, period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what was supposed to be something positive, because of the fact that it's supposed, I get where it's supposed to give everybody a chance, right? And it's not to be able to segregate a job just because of skin color or ethnicity or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
Or religion. But I don't know, man, like, I've been in those positions where that's happened
Mm-hmm.
against me. Because I'm the white male, the Caucasian male. I'm at the bottom of the list, bro. Like, I'm the last. You know what I'm saying? So I have to work extra hard to separate myself from somebody else, just because of the fact that that person might not necessarily be as qualified as me, but because they need to meet certain quotas, which again I feel is racist in general. Fucking pardon my French. I'm kind of glad that it's gone. It gives the opportunity, period, based upon actual qualifications. Now, if somebody decides to say, hey, I feel like I'm being discriminated against for this, then yes, it's going to take extra steps to address that. I'm not saying that's going to go away. That's going to be around. But you're telling me
Right.
that wasn't around while DEI was around anyway? Right? It's just another different, as long as they come up with a different excuse, they don't have to hire you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's to tell
they
the
worm
truth?
their way around it.
Right. It's a he said, she said at that point.
You're right.
So it's not like it was something that wasn't being avoided anyway. I feel like it probably was in certain aspects regardless. So to officially get rid of it, I think that allows us to take a step back, break what was created, to rebuild in a different type of a way.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think that there's a way to address these type of situations, but it's not it wasn't in the clear-cut format of the DEI stance. I think that there's more to it than that. So
Right. I agree with, the fact that this gives an opportunity to make adjustments. I think from a worker's perspective, what should be mandated now is to remove even the selection of race on the documentation, right? I shouldn't
yes,
have to go in and pick, black or Latino or white or whatever amongst the list that they have. That should just be gone. It shouldn't even matter. It should just be straight on credentials. That will really affect some change. Now, from what I've seen as far as business is concerned, a lot of black business is put forth due to being allowed to operate at a certain level, meaning they get government contracts, meaning they get some type of support. Now that is a dangerous area because now they don't have to support black business in that way. And that leaves the option, and the higher level is mostly white Caucasian male, right? That allows whether or not that door gets open or not open. So it is important, to hopefully have people in those roles that still consider just the business than the skin color that of the owner of that business, or predominantly who's working in that business.
right.
You know,
I agree.
I hope some merit gets put in from that perspective. Because I mean, don't get it twisted. A lot of guys coming out of Harvard, a lot of other places, they're going to just slide right through. We've seen that happen time and time again because they know somebody, because they're family with this person or that person or whatever, they get special privileges. If you want to talk about real merit, then you can't be allowing that kind of stuff either.
Right.
You know.
Completely agree. Completely agree. I feel like that was actually one of the best ways to articulate the way that we need to look at it.
Hmm.
Right. And it depends on, of course, who's going to have the best judgment to put somebody in those positions, right?
Hmm.
Everything is a form of a ladder. So you have to look at the top down and look at the very top and say, okay, what type of person is this? And then you can actually give yourself the expectation of what this, company is going to be like, or whatever it
Right.
is you're doing.
Right.
So, if you feel like at that point you've kind of gauged a feeling and say, this isn't going to be for me, then find yourself in a better position. Unfortunately,
Exactly.
that's go.
Right.
But
And your support's gonna have to come from your community. At the end of the day, like your people are gonna have your back. And especially as we get into this with DEI, the other side of that coin, with us talking earlier about AI, is do I feel the future will need diversification if I'm employing more AI than I'm employing human services?
that's a great point. That's a great point. Is DEI even necessary because of where we're headed technologically?
Right.
I get it. I get it. Get it.
OpenAI just released the operator that basically can now control the computer, control your mouse, and do everything. So you basically have an assistant that can do a lot of your infrastructure stuff without needing probably 80% of a team, especially like HR administrative.
Well,
So,
I
even
think that
marketing.
there's going to be a thin line between some of those things because there's just a human element of judgment that AI will never ever be able to replace.
Replicate,
You can only do
right?
so much with AI. AI controls anything that revolves around like electronics, right? But when you're talking about a human perspective, a human element that it will never have, that's one factor that we still have a leg up on technology, so to say. Because when that's artificial, it can never be made to be the same as the human natural element, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's gonna definitely be the case for some time. But just looking at current generations, the younger kids, right? They're getting groomed and comfortable with dealing with AI. Now, me and we get on the phone, we're talking to a help desk or anything like that. We want to talk to a person. When you're chatting, you still want to talk to a person. The kids, though, are comfortable on that phone chatting with, just the NPC in a game per se, right? So I think the grooming to try to get that comfortability is being done, right in front of our eyes.
Oh, they're definitely being groomed. I mean, we had the great, what was it, the Great Resignation, and it was all
Hmm.
Gen Zers over the past couple of years, and people quitting
Hmm.
jobs. So I get it,
Yeah.
that's the way that's the way we're looking towards the future, And like I've said before
Right.
in other conversations, the movie Wall-E is a perfect example, bro. Like government dependency,
Hmm.
machine dependency.
Hmm. And
So,
UBI is on its way.
yeah.
The universal basic income is on its way, and they got people in a dependent position. A lot of people are gonna be losing jobs left and right. I mean, when I remember first getting out the military and really getting into that free moving about the cabin type of state, and I was talking to my mother about it, and she didn't see the problem with where AI was going, but it's definitely on track to put a lot of people out of work. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Skynet's
and
real.
we've already seen it happen. Yeah, it's going to be
Skynet's
real,
real.
real. A lot of people. Oh yeah, they're building. Isn't Skynet building? I think they got a location coming,
Oh, for
or they
real?
already have one.
Hey, no, I was just talking about the movie in general, the setting of it.
Oh no, no, no! On some real stuff.
Oh, no, oh man, don't tell me that.
I think there's a facility. I believe there's a facility now.
Oh, don't tell me that. That's even more crazy. Yeah. Hey, and I'm conspiracy theory type stuff all day. So,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
oh
Now,
well.
for the investor side. know, I believe, it's competition. Every company is going to have it. China and US has been competing technologically. The war is all mostly technologically a lot right now.
Did Nancy Pelosi sell her shares of NVIDIA?
She did?
No, did she?
I'm not sure.
Of course not. No. You still hold,
Oh,
bro.
really? Oh, yeah.
She didn't sell nothing. That was a facetious question, bro. No, she didn't sell a damn thing. She's one of the biggest holders in NVIDIA. So until she sells, you hold everything you've got.
There you go.
Just because
There
it
you
came
go.
down because of a threat. Look, competition
No,
breeds success. And if China's going to
that's
do
it.
it, it's going to make NVIDIA step their game up with either a more efficient way to produce the energy, a more efficient way to produce the product, whatever it may be. It's going to lower the cost of
Mhm.
compete. That's good for us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is,
exactly. As a consumer.
right? For
Mhm.
whatever it is that we're talking about that we're supposed to be consuming out of this. So, I mean, way to go, DeepSeek. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, because right now you're technically giving the video at a discounted price.
That's it. That's it. They're gonna have to make some adjustments.
Exactly.
Hey, and if you're out there and you're worried about AI, look, dude, the best thing you can do, if you don't even already know about the United States, business is where it's at. Ownership is always where it's been. Creating jobs is always where it's been. So the best thing you can be doing right now is converting yourself over to being a business owner. Go learn, go study, go educate yourself, go get an idea, think, create. I mean, I'm not the craziest religious person, but we're put here to create, right? As much as they've, enslaved people to work all their lives, the real thing you should be doing is creating and building business ownership. That's why the tax write-offs and stuff lean more in that direction, more than anything. So make that adjustment. Think about what you can do now. Time is ticking. Number one, right? We got 4 years with Trump. So anything you can put yourself in right now to make that switch, do it now, man. Do it now.
Yeah, we're only
I
7,
want to get in. Right,
so
right. So a few days
it'll
in, you got some time. Just start. Okay, get started. Um, so crypto. Let's get into crypto real quick. Um, Major
speaking of,
player. We talked about this for years. Okay, me and Mike. I don't know about Mike. I've personally been in the game probably since 2018.
yeah, 2018, 2019. We came in the game about the same time.
Right. Yeah. So it's done the same thing time and time again. It's in big numbers now. We've got the ISO list. We've already talked about that with the community. So if you don't know, you need to get involved. It's definitely looking to really be the future of how we deal with finance, right? They'll probably start getting. There's going to be a point, I'm sure, when they settle, and they'll be moving like the currencies we trade now. A lot of them are tradable. Crazy Trump's ass fucking makes his own coin and his wife, which is ridiculous.
People just need
Ridiculous.
to understand the difference between this, like a, a stable coin, I guess you can say, right? And these meme coins.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
there's reasons to the 8 cryptos that are in the ISO system. So you could go online everywhere and you're going to see more pro XRP than con XRP. You're going to see some XRP videos like, oh, it's going to be dumped by 2025. Why? Because it's like, yeah, no, you're going to see both. But I'm telling you right now, it's the number one crypto in the ISO system.
Yep.
Why in the hell, unless they change something in the 11th hour, why would you not want to be in that? That is something that every country and everybody will be in. And
100%.
not just
And a lot of
that.
you.
Not
Go ahead. Go
just
ahead.
did you see who's putting money into XRP?
I've seen a lot. BlackRock. I've
Up, up,
seen
up, up, up. Did you see how much they're putting in?
a whole lot.
9 trillion.
Trillion?
Yes.
Dude, last I saw was some billions. They doing trillions?
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, bro. I'm telling you. They they're
They know
they're out
what's up.
there putting trilly goats out there. They're
Oh
putting
yeah.
trilly.
If you're not
I
paying
thought
attention, a
I was
bunch of
like,
banks are
Billy
taking
goat.
them on too. Bank of
Yes.
America, I just recently saw. We know JP Morgan and Chase is in there. I'm sure many gonna follow up. So It makes no sense. Matter of fact, even if you, since we were back around 2018, we know the top three dogs was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP at that time.
The XRP was never anything. It was still in the pennies, like half of it.
Yeah, that's all. But that's all we knew about. That's all we heard people talk about was them three during that time.
Yeah.
So,
Litecoin was another
oh
one.
yeah, Litecoin was in there.
That was here today, gone tomorrow. The other three were the main ones. Period.
Right. So to see where we are now with the other two, and then the third one just lagging like that, come on, man. It's all
Well,
up.
it was. You got to think it's 2 to 3 years behind because of a damn illegal lawsuit that was
Right. Right. That's getting either about to get dropped or already dropped.
Yeah. It's supposed to be undone.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, when you follow the shit, you get your answers. You know what I'm saying? Follow these guys. Listen to what they're saying. You know, it reflects in the charts and it reflects in what's going to be in everyday life. Like they tell you, they show you. Actions speak louder than words, and they show you. When Nancy Pelosi doesn't sell her damn Nvidia stock after a 400-point drop in the Nasdaq, she's straight. She probably bought more.
She probably bought more, right? She's got.
You know what I mean? Like
Definitely added in.
She's the biggest holder, and then I mean, when we're talking about XRP, the biggest holder in XRP now is Donald Trump. He's gonna make sure something's gonna happen with that, and when he makes sure he's good, we're all good. That's the whole thing.
Right.
He understands the fact. Like, look, we've been talking about this for years. I can't, like when it comes to some like learning the foreign exchange market, where we started, right? People would put a lot of work into learning these charts, and then their friends would be like, "Tell me what I need to invest in," and it's like, "Nah, bro, I'm putting the work into this." You know what I'm saying?
Years.
Right. So it's like, I'll teach you how to do it, and we always preach what? Teach a man to fish, you feed a man for life. You know what I mean? So when I'm referring to this, because of the fact that Donald Trump understands that portion, which is how you get people to make money. You don't feed from an empty cup and an empty plate. You feed from a full plate, but you have to make sure yours is full first before the next person. Then they make sure theirs is, and then so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. We've been feeding off of scraps for a lot of these liberal terms. Let's be real. Let's be real. Through Obama's terms, what did we have? The housing crisis, the Great Recession. Right? What did we have through Biden's term? The worst inflation ever, the highest prices ever.
Oh yeah.
But let's be real here, guys. Like, I hate to say it, but there needs to be the understanding of how money works all over again. And I think if that were the case and people did understand, we'd be in a whole different ballgame.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But people, here's the thing, and I talked about this when we had our previous conversations in the chat. People don't want to learn, bro. They don't. For some reason. Somebody to learn something else new, they don't pick it up, but they want these successes and stuff. So you can't be weary of the progression of somebody else if they're not willing to put in that work, if they're not willing to show up every day, if they're not willing to do what needs to be done to position themselves when they're in a bad situation. That's just how it lands for them. You can show up, best thing, like you said, get yourself ready, cup up, and then be an example. And if you can be an example, those that are willing to learn will come, to be taught. You can't force it. right? You can feel bad for them. You'd be like, man, if only you knew, the library's free and they've got an entire section of books on finance. The best thing you can do is put yourself in the right financial position right now, because we are going to end up almost middle classless and just have the rich and the fucking poor
Yep. And
at the end of the day.
this is the game to me, as far as the trading game, is something that you really could learn on your own and become financially successful with. And it literally, like, I don't know, it's a lot of mental effort. Let's put it that way. It's a lot of mental effort, right? You're either gonna do when you're working, you're either gonna do physical labor or mental labor, right? Both. This is an intensive mental laborious type job, right?
Oh, for sure.
But
Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to Daniel.
It's if somebody, yeah, exactly. If somebody wants to have a job where they're like, I don't want to put the physical side into it, but I want to sit down and be in the comfort of my own home, trading is a great way to do it. Whether you're actually trading the specific currencies, the cryptos, whatever it is, or whether you're trading the values like we do, right? Regardless, as long as you're in it, there's a lot of people that are in it that make it move, and you can make money while you're not doing nothing, right?
Right.
Except for market, you could,
right.
But
is there a learning curve? Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have to be open to a lot of shit, and that is humbling yourself and really deciding what you're going to end up wanting to do.
Yeah.
This game doesn't have a lot of survivors in it. Not even
no. People quit every day, and at the end of the day, it's really, they think that they're going to get into something that's going to take the least effort but the most gain, and it's not going to work like that. Like, even if you guys are transitioning from 9 to 5 to owning a business, there's a learning curve. So whatever you choose, you got to be willing to know, look, I'm committed to this thing, and I'm willing to go through the ups and downs until it's successful. That's how you become a great trader. That's how you become a great business owner, because I'm gonna have areas where it's going to be some down days, some down months, might be some down years, and then you'll come through that curve and get through that learning curve and get to the other side. But going to one thing and then hopping into the next thing and into the next thing, all you're doing is starting over the learning curve all over again. And it's harder. It's harder that way. So just pick your niche, right? If it is trading, I think I like to recommend doing trading for the same reasons Mike talked about, but also because you don't have to go get funding. Right? If you do decide, I got to start a business, you don't got to go to the bank and beg for nothing. If you're a trader, you can just reconvert them profits and invest in your own business. That's a beautiful thing. That's a full ownership. That's full control, and that's really what you're going to need in the next economy. So, think about these things. Think about these things, guys.
Hey, the knowledge right there. Holy shit.
Hey, man, you gotta kick the game to them. You gotta keep it 100 with them at all times. Okay. It's just how it is. But we did it, right? We went through the ups and downs. We went through the headaches. We took the losses, took them on the chin, got up and kept going. Like, that's life. That's always going to be life. So.
So I'm over here looking at silver moving right now, a little something. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, nice.
I got the charts up here while we're doing this.
Look, that's it. I mean, you can have them on your phone anywhere you at. You can be getting it done, getting after it. And look, even with TopStat, and this is not something like I'm promoting here, but there's funded accounts out there that you have access to that are regulated, right? That you don't have to worry about, am I going to get skimped out of my payouts or whatever? But, taking that route is a little even easier now than it was when we started. It was like you got to use your own personal fund. So. Right. It's a smoother route you can take than traditional business ownership and business starting and begging, the government and banks for money and contracts. You can just do it yourself and put your people on. So, hey man, that's all I got, man. I don't think there's really much else going on. We do know, Trump did have pardoned a bunch of people from the January 6th thing, but that's, I try to keep it economics around here for you guys.
That's
keep things
about the divider. That topic is a divider. It's not. It's not a cohesive topic because depending on how you look at it, you know what I mean. Like for me, I'm like, pardon these people. They're they all pardon people that they shouldn't be pardoned.
Right. Biden did, Trump did. Look, there's parts of this crap's going to be trash. But if you focus on the money, stay intact on what's going on with the economics of the world, you can take care of yourself and your family. The rest of that stuff is nonsense.
Exactly.
So, shoot, that's it. That's all we got for this episode. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you watch to the end, look, like, subscribe. We'll be back again. With Trump in office every week, there'll be something new. So we will be sure to keep everybody updated and informed. Probably, once to twice a month, something like that. If you're new and you're looking to get into trading, by all means, link up with Independent Trading University. We're here. We've got a nice, solid team to help you guys learn and get educated, and get your feet off the ground, get your feet a little wet out there in this trading game, and then you put in the work once you develop your plan and whatnot. So we're gonna close it out. I appreciate you all coming through. Make sure you comment below how you feel about what's going on in the marketplace, and see what you got planned. You got something that might help the next person, and.